My name is Olena Klechenko. I volunteer in Ukraine. I am volunteer of Project Foreign Cause. I would like to share my story, and I will be happy if you will come to our exhibition. On February 24, 2022, my family and I woke up to explosions in Kyiv, the capital of Ukraine. Can you imagine you were about to wake up to go to war, but instead you wake up to explosions in your town? I didn't have a plan of what I should do. I just grabbed some stuff and left my home. We fled to our country house near Kyiv when the explosions were still far away. I tried to work and started volunteering. After a week, our food supplies began to run out, but more than anything, I craved bread. I remember standing in line for 3 hours for a small piece of cheese and sharing one candy among 7 people. It brought back memories of my grandmother's stories about her childhood during the Holodomor in Ukraine. 10 days later, the explosions grew closer, accompanied by continuous gunfire, as if it was coming from the bushes right next to us. We managed to escape to central Ukraine. I barely remember that long journey. When we arrived, I fell asleep immediately, but I was awakened by the sound of a missile. At that moment, I realized there was no safe place left in my homeland, and I decided to leave Ukraine with my child. But the war in Ukraine didn't start in February 2022. It actually started 10 years ago. And for almost 3 years now, full-scale military aggression has continued. Every day, Russians destroy cities in my country, targeting schools and hospitals. Every day, air raid sirens sound and explosions from missiles and Shahed drones. Every day, people, including children, lose their lives, and countless lives are shattered. Following the missiles attack on November 17th, targeting energy infrastructure, many cities in Ukraine, including my Kyiv, where my family and friends currently reside, have been left without electricity, heat, and water for hours each day. Last week again, Russia sent more than 200 missiles and Shaheds, a complete blackout in winter, and this is only the beginning of the season. Last week, my father's apartment had electricity for only 4 hours a day. A couple of days ago, Russia used a new type of missile. The world was scared. Can you imagine how scary it is every day for Ukrainians? Where is the limit of this brutal military aggression? Through this event, we aim to help the world understand the scale of the war in Ukraine, to shed light on the suffering and heroic resilience of Ukrainian people, and to share truthful information for future generations. I'm grateful, my friends in Canada, to everyone who is here today or will come later to support me here in Kelowna. I'm deeply grateful to David Lisler for supporting this project. Thanks to the Sustain Ukraine team, the exhibition is now here in Kelowna. I am grateful to all Canadians and volunteers who believe in Ukrainians' independence, freedom and democracy. Thank you to those who support us, who don't give up, and who continue to help. Today, Nikolai Malchenko, co-founder and panoramic photographer of the War Oculus project, has arrived in Kelowna. Nikolai, the floor is yours. Thank you.
Thank you, Anna. For most of us, war is something too far away that we do not know what's going on. But the war is real. Today, in Canada, there's peace, and let it be so. But in Ukraine, there's war. When the war started, and everyone started taking a picture with their phone, iPhone,